For over 13 years, Martha and Mary's Food Ministry in Jerome has provided a vital link to nutrition for those who are working but still facing financial hardship. I'm your Jerome neighborhood reporter, Lori Nettleton, and you can weigh in on where Martha and Mary should operate now that the food pantry is in need of a new home.
So we moved into this house with the idea that we'd be here just for a short while, and that ended up being 13 years.
Jeff Schroeder has been assistant coordinator for Martha and Mary's food pantry for about as long as it's been at its 3rd Avenue location.
We average about 600 families a month that we serve out of this location.
The property is owned by St. Jerome Community Catholic Church. On a Wednesday morning, a dozen or so volunteers, like 88-year-old Bob Kenyon, helped with food recovery program, salvaging food that would otherwise be thrown away from area businesses.
I think a lot of people go hungry if we didn't. You know, if we wasn't here, I think there'd be quite a few of them that wouldn't eat breakfast. You know, yeah.
But I see the moms, the single moms. I see single dads, but more single moms that are here. I see the older people that are here that just need a little help. I see people that are caught. They just lost their job. They had medical issues. I mean, just so many different things that have come up. I used to be very black and white. Now I see there's almost 360 different degrees of what people need and how they are.
Space has always been a factor. Because the pantry was built in a house, getting 45,000 pounds of food each month inside takes some work. Now, the church is getting antsy to use the property for other things, and Martha's and Mary's is in search of a new home.
So we looked for more space around, couldn't find really a good building.
Then somebody mentioned the Fairgrounds, and Jeff saw a lot of potential and proposed to lease property there for a new building.
We started approaching that, talked to the county commissioners about it. They're somewhat in favor of it.
We talked to him extensively about that. We've gone back and forth a little bit about different ideas.
Commissioner Ben Crouch said Jerome County Commission was receptive to the idea of a food pantry at the Fairgrounds, but not everyone is in agreement.
There has been some question about whether they ought to go there or not. So what we've done is we've put a survey together.
Essentially, the mission comes down to promoting, preserving, and educating the community about agriculture, and that includes the county fair.
Kathy Romer told me she's concerned that leasing property to an entity not tied to a mission of agricultural education diverts resources away from the fairground's intended purpose.
To slice and dice fairground property off to other interests, to me, was not the best use of taxpayer-owned property.
Yeah, so we're trying to get input from the people, kind of let them know that that's what they're talking about, and we would very much love the county's input.
The survey will be on the Jerome County website for 2 weeks. We'll have that linked from this story on our website, idahonews6.com. I'm your Jerome neighborhood reporter, Lori Nettleton, Idaho News 6.